Hi and welcome to TTN Info TV SK channel. My name is Syed. Here I am with the latest news for Tuesday 11th July 2023. This was localization of operations maintenance contract approved to be an e-service with Kiva in Saudi Arabia. The Ministry of Human Resources and Social Development has issued a decision on Monday approving the localization of operations and maintenance contracts to be an electronic service within the Kiva platform. The ministerial decision was issued by the Ministry of Human Resources and Social Development Engineer Ahmed Al-Raji, who directed the approval of the service of documenting the contracts of the localization initiating of operation and maintenance in public entities to become an e-service. The service aims to follow up localizing the contracts of operation and maintenance in public entities and to check on the establishment's compliance with the targeted localization rates in those contracts. The electronic service will also support the ministry's effort, which aims to increase the participation opportunities for Saudi men and women in the labor market. Pakistan to move UN resolution at OAS's behest over desecration of Quran in Sudan. After the desecration of the Quran in Sudan, Pakistan has drafted a resolution against religious hatred for discussion in the United Nations Human Rights Council, but some Western countries have opposed it. According to the British news agency Reuters, the draft resolution will be presented by Pakistan on Tuesday at the behest of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. The OIC had called the burning of the Holy Quran offensive and proactive and said it incites hatred and violates human rights. The draft condemns the burning of the Quran in European and other countries, but diplomats in some Western countries have opposed it, calling it a protection of religious symbol rather than human rights. Saudi Foreign Minister participates in the GCC Russia joint ministerial meeting. Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan participated on Monday in the joint ministerial meeting between the GCC countries and Russia. During the meeting, they reviewed the GCC-Russian relation and ways to enhance and develop them in different fields. The participating countries also discussed the development of the Russian-Ukraine crisis and the efforts made to address the crisis politically and supporting all the effort that achieve international security and peace. The meeting touched on intensifying joint coordination on many regional and international issues and multilateral action. Enhancing economic cooperation and achieving the goals of international sustainable development has also been reviewed. It is noteworthy that the meeting was attended by Saudi Ambassador to Russia Abdurrahman Al Ahmad and the Director General of the Foreign Minister's Office Abdurrahman Al Dawood. King Abdulaziz International Airport in Jeddah has set aside 4 halls inside the airport that will sell Zamzam water. King Abdulaziz International Airport said the Hajj pilgrims who are travelling via international flights can buy Zamzam water from the outside gate of the northern hall. Additionally, Zamzam water can be purchased from 3 places in hall number 1, which are inside hall A, outside gate B2 as well as outside gate C2. Jeddah Airport has also set a maximum for the Zamzam water that the Hajj pilgrims can ship with them, noting that they are only allowed to ship 5-litre 1 bottle of Zamzam water. Pakistan former Prime Minister Imran Khan withdraws charges against ex-MPA over not knowing how to sell Senate vote. Former Khyber Pakhtunkhwa MPA Fauzia Bibi has filed a petition in a local court in Peshawar seeking quashing of Rs 50 million damages case against Imran Khan. On Monday, a joint statement was submitted in the court of Additional District Judge Peshawar on behalf of the plaintiff former MPA Fauzia Bibi and Imran Khan. Fauzia Bibi lawyers advocate Gufran Shah and Imran Khan's lawyer advocate Qazi Muhammad Anwar appeared in the court. In a written statement, Imran Khan took the stand that the name of 2018 lawmaker who sold votes in the Senate election in 20 were included in the fact-finding report, which included the name of Fauzia Bibi. The report was compiled by former Chief Minister Parvez Khattak and Disciplinary Committee Chairman Naeemul Haq. Mr. Naeemul Haq has passed away while Parvez Khattak has left the PTI, so I do not have evidence of allegations against Fauzia Bibi. He added in a joint statement. In a written statement, Imran Khan took the stand that he withdraws the charges of horse trading against Fauzia Bibi and also reinstates Fauzia Bibi party membership. In a joint statement, former Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf MPA Fauzia Bibi requested Imran Khan to withdraw the claim of damages for withdrawing the charge of selling Senate votes and end the case, on which the court disposed of the case. GCC countries eager to enhance cooperation with Russia meeting told. The GCC countries are keen to enhance all forms of cooperation with Russia. Secretary General of the Gulf Cooperation Council Jassim Al-Budawi said on a Monday during the 6th joint ministerial meeting of strategic dialogue between the Gulf countries and Russia. The Secretary General said that operation with Russia within the OPEC Plus group has had a positive impact on the oil market. The GCC states affirmed their support for efforts to achieve security and settle disputes. The Secretary General with regards to the Ukraine-Russia conflict. China kindergarten attacks kill 6, sparks safety worries. A 25-year-old man was suspected of attacking a kindergarten in China's Guangdong province on Monday, killing 6 people and injuring 1, triggering an outpouring of concern about violence against children at school. Media reported the attack in Liaoning County in the southern provinces of a stabbing. The suspect with the surname Wu and from Liaoning had been detained, police said, adding they were investigating. Some media reported that both adults and children were among the victims. While violent crime is rare in China due to strict gun laws and tight security, incidents of stabbing at preschool over the past few years have raised concern about school safety. The latest news sparked emotive debate on the Weibo social media platform. By 1:50 p.m., it was the top trending discussion with 290 million views. Torrential rain floods killed 22 across northern India. Torrential rain across northern India has killed at least 22 people as well as causing landslide and flash floods in the region, authorities and local media said on Monday. Uzbekistan president re-elected for 7-year term in a snap election. Uzbekistan President Shaukat was re-elected with 87.1% of the vote on Sunday, the country's Central Election Commission said on Monday, citing preliminary result. More than 15 million voters participated in Sunday's election. Mr. Shaukat, who has led Central Asia's most populous nation since 2016, called a snap election after changing the constitution through a referendum which reset his term count and extended the presidential term from 5 to 7 years. Instagram Threads hits 100 billion users in 5 days record. The Threads app launched by Instagram as a rival to Twitter has seen more than 100 million users sign up in less than 5 days, data tracking website said on Monday, smashing the record of artificial intelligence tool ChatGPT for the fastest growing consumer app. While ChatGPT took 2 months to hit the 100 million users mark and video sharing app TikTok to 9 months, Instagram itself took 2.5 years to reach the same mark after its 2010 launch. Pakistan's flailing economy hit by drop in workers' remittance. Remittance sent home by Pakistani working abroad fell to $27 billion for the fiscal year 2023 compared with $31.3 billion a year earlier, the country's central bank said on Monday. Remittance for June slumped to $2.2 billion from $2.8 billion a year earlier. Central bank data showed the remittance were mainly sourced from Saudi Arabia $515.1 million, the United Kingdom $343 million, the United Arab Emirates $324.7 million, and the US $272.3 million. China protests Dalai Lama meeting with visiting US officials. China on Monday protested the meeting between the Dalai Lama and officials of the Central Tibetan Administration with visiting US official Uzra Zia in Delhi, calling it an attempt to interfere in China's internal affairs. Ahead of the meeting with Ms. Zia, the Dalai Lama, who arrived in Delhi on Saturday, said the Tibetans did not seek independence and he was open for talks with the Chinese government, who he said had sent feelers to him. NATO unity will be tested at upcoming summit. Ukraine's possible entry may be the biggest challenge. As the Russian invasion of Ukraine continues with no end in sight, NATO's much celebrated unity faced fresh strain when leaders gathered for the annual summit this week in Vilnius, Lithuania. The world's biggest security alliance is struggling to reach an agreement on admitting Sweden as its 32nd member. Military spending by member nation lags behind long-standing goal. An inability to compromise over who should serve as NATO's next leader forced an extension of the current Secretary General's term of an extra year. Indian Supreme Court seeks updates from union states and action taken against lynchings. The Supreme Court on July 10 decided to take stock of what the centre and state governments has done so far to punish lynching, mostly spurred by communal hate since its July 2018 judgment condemned this horrendous act of mobocracy as an anathema which requires a special law and punishment. A bench of Justice Sanjeev Khanna and Bella M. Trivedi directed the state governments to file a year-wise data from 2018 regarding the complaints filed, FIRs registered and challans submitted in courts concerning incident of mob violence and lynchings. Manipur violence, one policeman was killed and at least 10 people injured on Monday following violent overnight clashes in Manipur West Kongpokpi area, officials said. Indian Supreme Court asked Manipur about report of stolen police weapons, says it will not become a platform for further escalation of violence. The Supreme Court on Monday questioned the Manipur government while referring to media report about the purloining of a large number of weapons from police station. Have they been recovered? Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud asked Solicitor General of India Tushar Mehta, appearing for the Manipur government. Emirates orders to give overtime on duty for more than 8 hours a day. Mr. Ibrahim Al-Amari, Director of the Health and Occupational Safety Agency under the UAE Ministry of Manpower and Emirates, said Emirates law gives employees the right to complete 8 hours of daily duty outside the banned period of duty in open space in the afternoon during the summer. If an employer takes more than 8 hours of a duty from his employer in a day, he will have to pay overtime. The United Arab Emirates is the first country to ban duty in open space in the afternoon for health and safety of workers, he told the radio channel. According to Pakistan Army Chief, no power in the world can stop Pakistan from developing. Chief of Army Staff General Asim Munir has said the Pakistan has to progress and no power in the world can stop it from progressing. Addressing a function on agriculture and food security in Islamabad on Monday, Army Chief General Asim Munir said, "We have all gathered here to make Pakistan green once again. Allah has blessed Pakistan with many blessings. We are a talented nation. All we need is to contribute together to its development," he said. "We as an institution for Pakistan's economic development assures all possible cooperation to complete this phase with utmost diligence." Referring to the Quran, the army chief said, "Do not be disappointed with the mercy of Allah. Only the infidels are disappointed by the mercy of Allah. There are only 2 conditions for the Muslims: when he is afflicted, he is patient, and when he gets happiness, he gives thanks." That's all in today's headlines. Keep watching T10 Info TV SK channel by subscribing and do hit the bell icon to receive notification and more updates.